And we ended up moving to Washington when I was 12 years old, and then I ended up getting into a lot of trouble, and they ended up kicking me out of school because I stole a car from the principal. It was the principal's truck. So they totally expelled me from all the schools, so there's no chance of me going to school. So my grandpa, he decided to fly me out to Castle Rock. And I ended up drinking. That's when I decided to try alcohol for the first time. I ended up trying to steal his truck. And succeeded, so I stole his truck. Went to Vancouver and I stole Enterprise rental car and ended up taking that to California. They brought me back all the way to Portland, and I ended up getting in trouble for those two things. And spent 45 days there, and then they flew me back to Missouri because I had been on probation. And so I ended up doing a year in a program there for juveniles. And that was pretty intense. So I got out, and I think I was 17 at the time. I came back here, and I had a girlfriend at the time. She was pregnant. And so I decided right there at 17, and I ended up moving to Woodland. I ended up getting 2 jobs, and I thought, man, I'm going to have a family and all that stuff. I flew back to visit family, and I ended up getting in trouble, went to prison. And I remember looking in the mirror at prison like, is this going to be your last time? Is this it? You know? And I'm 39 now. So I remember looking at that time. That was my last time in prison. You know, I've been fighting this the whole time. Since 2015, I've been off parole. I still have hope to see my children one day, you know, because they're going to be grown, but they're going to know that their dad's doing good now. Just a couple years ago, I ended up in Seattle, and I was in a psych ward and really depressed, suicidal. I wanted to end it. I really wanted to end it. I wanted God to give me a reason, show me a sign, anything. So I get out of the psych unit in Seattle, that I'm gonna start walking. Still at this point don't want to be there anymore. Don't want to be here anymore. So I started running across traffic. 6 or 7 at night there in Seattle, and it's a lot of lanes of traffic, and they're driving really fast. And I thought for sure I'd die. For sure. So I tried running across numerous times. I run, and I jump across the middle of the divide, and I keep running, and cars are flying, and I don't know how they're not hitting me. I have no idea, and I do it so many times, and I'm screaming. I'm screaming at God. You know, because why? Why can't I die now? Why not? Why? Huh? And so the traffic starts slowing down, and I'm scared, so I jump off the other side. I know I'm supposed to be here, but I'm still in pain. I want it to go away. I don't know what to do. And I ended up back in Vancouver, and I ended up coming up here to stay with a friend up in Longview. I really wanted to change, you know what I mean? And I started praying and stuff like that. I wanted to find a church, you know what I mean? God was telling me, I knew that I needed to find a church, but I didn't really try yet, you know? And I started working at this fish place, and I saw this girl working there one time. Turns out her name's Angel, and it said, her sweatshirt said KCA on it, and I asked her, I said, alright, so do you go to that church, or are you just wearing that sweatshirt? She says, no, I go to that church, and it's a really good church. And I went that following Sunday, and that was a year ago. It'll be a year ago today, when we're hearing this. I surrendered to God, everything. I just surrendered to His will, and I started coming to church every Sunday. And not only that, I started listening and diving into the Word every day. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for just having the opportunity to be alive one more day. Thank you. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for Him. And I'm clean and sober, and I have clean and sober friends now. Now I get to remodel this house. I get to wake up and do these things, you know. I didn't know all this construction stuff. Now I'm remodeling a house. just really, I'm truly grateful. I'm truly blessed.